Hi guys, welcome back to another episode of Eatbook Vlogs. I'm Chiara.
And I'm Hafeez.
And today we're finally out of the kitchen and about.
I know, right? Because I see her just spending a lot of time cooking and everything in the kitchen. So tell me now, Chiara, where are you bringing me out today to go and eat?
I'm bringing you somewhere fancy with good food and good vibes. And it's something that you know how to cook.
Huh? Fancy? Good food? Good vibes? And it's something I know how to cook?
Yeah,
must be
only
some
got-
Maggi mee, you know. Takoyaki. Is it takoyaki again?
I don't know what kind I bring. It's over here.
Let's go!
So now we're here in Picanhas and it's a Muslim-owned steak place.
So today we're going to be eating steak and not takoyakis, but it's something that I've definitely cooked before. Like, if you haven't seen the video, I actually tried cooking it with Jonah.
After you spoon a few times, take the thermometer,
Yeah, how do you see that? Firstly, do you know what picanha is?
I don't know what is it?
Oh, you don't know? Luckily you have someone like me who did research 5 minutes ago. So picanha is actually a popular cut in Brazil, and how it is different from other cuts, Chiara will explain.
It's actually known as a rum cap, and you can tell it apart by that really thick fat layer of fats. Fat layer of fats.
Okay.
And that is
Flavor.
thank you. So this cut, right, has a lot of flavor thanks to the fat. But the only thing is, it's not as tender as your like ribeye or tenderloin.
Okay.
But at Picanhas, they actually did some R&D to make it more tender.
That is also something called a secondary cut, so it's not so mainstream. So for all those like hipsters out there, you want to try out something new, come over to Picanha and try out a cut that cut above the rest. That was terrible. Cut.
Maybe we clap, then the dishes will appear in front of us.
Okay.
1, 2, 3.
Yeah.
So over here in front of us, we have almost everything on the menu, and they have only 2 mains, and we're going to try them. I have the picanha Don.
For myself, I have the queen of steak.
Wow.
Make no mistake, this is the queen of my first pun. Pun counter, this is the first one. First one. So I have the.
Okay.
So you have 3 different sauces. Firstly is the wasabi cream. And the next one is the Sichuan. And last but not least, I don't know how to pronounce this, but it's a chimichurri. I think this is relatively affordable because from what I've heard, the picanha sold at other kind of stores, minimally it hits about $30. About $30. Looking at the serving size, I think it will be very worth it if it tastes very good.
So let's try yours. It's medium rare, right?
Yes, correct. Initially, when we were describing like what differentiates picanha from other cuts of meat, is how flavorful it is. And definitely from this slice of picanha that I just said, I can really tell there's a lot of flavor. I would say it's much more flavorful as compared to the other cuts that I've had before.
So it says there they use binchutan butter, which is actually charcoal butter. So
I can taste the butter, but in terms of having like a wok hei taste or whatnot, I think maybe it's not as obvious. Yeah, but I still can taste the butter. It is still quite strong when I bite into the piece of meat.
I would say the sauce sounds pretty interesting. So wasabi cream, Sichuan, and chimichurri.
Oh,
Okay, that
Sichuan.
one, no. Sichuan? Can you try it?
So you want me to try the chimichurri?
Yes.
Okay, it looks like so cute though, the sauce holder. It looks like a
Yes,
mini
yeah.
pot.
I think it is
You know, we have the candle, let's heat up the sauce.
Oh my god.
Oh, actually I can smell quite a bit of zest and everything. So it smells very herby. I think for those of you who want like a stronger sauce, I would recommend maybe trying the other two. For this one, right, it's quite mild. I can taste a bit of the herbiness and like the lemon juice and like the zest of it. But then like after a few bites, the taste of the steak is the one that fills my mouth still.
Tell me more about the Sichuan sauce. How does it taste like?
Taste-wise, somehow, to me I feel there's a bit of like a curry-ish flavour to it also. But I also taste like the Sichuan, is it Sichuan chili? Yeah, it's a bit, I don't say numbing, but more peppery. And it's definitely more flavourful as compared to the chimichurri sauce that I had earlier.
So over here I have the picanha Don, and it's so beautiful, it's so colourful, and it somewhat won me over already. You know why? It has my favourite colour.
I think I know why. The rice is blue in colour.
My favourite colour! But yeah, it's super IG worthy. And in this don, right, there's the steak, caramelized onion, pickled cabbage, and garlic bits. It really has that strong beefy flavor. So if you really love beef, right, this is the cut for you. You don't get that usual browning, then like light pink, then dark pink center. Yeah, because they had to cook it in a tenderizing way. So what they did is they salt brown it first, then they put it in a sous vide machine, then they grill it on the grill. Okay, let me try it with the wasabi cream now.
Is the wasabi flavor strong in the wasabi cream?
It is strong, but I think it does rob away the star of the show, which should be the beef. Like if you're paying $16 for or $21 for beef, you want to taste beef, right? That being said, I think the wasabi cream is good. I would save it for the other side later.
Sides,
yeah.
Okay.
I want to taste the beef don with the other toppings. A bit Japanese feels, but I feel like it's a very...
That's why it's called don lah. Maybe.
But yeah, it feels very homely.
Yeah, well, you are enjoying that and not sharing it with me.
Nice.
I'm gonna eat all the sides first so you cannot share with me. So first up, we have mushrooms, we have the spinach, we have potatoes, with the couscous.
So they are very like typical side dishes when you eat steak.
Oh, this is my first time actually hearing of couscous.
Nani?
What is couscous made of? Would you like to enlighten me?
It's like a rice alternative lah. Like those people who don't want to eat carbs, right? Can eat this one.
That's a familiar taste. What does it taste like? The most pronounced flavor that it has is that it's buttery. Since I haven't eaten it before, I'm not sure how it tastes like, but it's decent. I will go for it.
Okay, so over here we have...
I think you might want to try the spinach.
Nope, I'm gonna try the potatoes. Have you had smashed potatoes before?
Are you pronouncing it correctly? Smashed potatoes?
Yeah, smashed potatoes.
I don't think so. I think I've had mashed potatoes, yes, but smashed potatoes, no.
I feel like they flavor the entire potato chunk with seasoning, and then when you blast it with heat, it becomes a bit chao ta, and so you get the ang mo wok hei.
Ang mo wok hei.
Very nice,
oxymoron. Ang mo wok hei, huh?
The sauce didn't really do much, so I'm gonna eat it with my wasabi cream. Okay.
Looks like a good combo. I'm gonna go for the mushrooms. Maybe in terms of like taste wise, right? Because this one the flavors are also very strong. The flavors of the steak are already strong, and then you pair it with something or with a side that's also very strong in flavor, right? Then it might like overwhelm your senses. So I think if you want a side, maybe you can pick something that is milder.
My turn. The last one that wasn't picked. Creamy spinach is like a very common steak dish also. Okay, this spinach I think has a lot of fiber, very strong. Probably Popeye's favourite version of spinach. Flavour-wise, I love it though. So when you eat the cream spinach with the beef, it's a good match. Other than the two mains and the sides, there are also toppings like the foie gras and the scallops. I like that they add a bit of detail. They go and torch the scallop for maybe some ang mo wok hei, I don't know. Okay.
Is it me or is there a bit of like mentaiko taste to it?
I don't think there's a mentaiko taste, but I think it reminds you of mentaiko. Because it's aburi, so there's that ang mo wok hei, and there's that seafoody flavour. That's why you think of mentaiko, right?
Yeah, that's why. Okay, so I'm gonna split the foie gras into half so that I can share it with Miss Chiara.
Okay, just like the scallops, the foie gras, it looks like it was also torched, which is a touch I like.
Which is a touch you like.
Touch.
Touch.
I think the foie gras would be a good topping to add in my don. Right? You eat it with the rice.
I think so, yeah.
With the pickled vegetables, help with the very fatty flavour from the foie gras. Other than beef and like food, they also have mocktails, not cocktails.
Right? No,
mocktails.
Mocktails.
Because they believe that there's no need for alcohol to have a good time, and I agree. So what do you get?
I got a roast mocktail. Aha. So actually before this, it came with a nice little cute bubble.
Yeah.
But I think just when I moved it, it accidentally popped beforehand.
Yeah, it's damn IG worthy actually. You have a little pink peel, and then the ice cube is like...
It's like a really one ice cube.
No, but it's a special,
but it's a nice ice cube.
special ice cube. It's like a very geometrical, look like diamond kind of cube. You know what I mean?
Correct. Yourself?
Well,
your eyes as
mine,
cool as mine.
that smells good. It smells like Haichu grape flavour. It's quite interesting because I thought mocktails is usually just a glass of soda water, but this one is super glammed up. You know, mine had a foam, and then he put the sangria in, and then that dehydrated lime slice.
Cheers.
The main flavour I get is chrysanthemum with a hint of like sweet wine, like nothing that tastes like nail polish. It's very refreshing, and it's a flavour combination that I've never tasted before.
Mine is a very strong flowery taste to it. Yeah, I think that's where the roast and like this petal comes into play. There's hints of like sweetness and also a bit of like sourness to it. I think it's also because like they added like yogurt and milk, and it's basically like an atas or chenged up version of a bandung.
Is it good vibes and good food?
In terms of the vibes, definitely good vibes because like we chatted with a few of the employees. Vibe check is there. I think food wise there's so many different options to pick from, and in terms of the flavour and the uniqueness of the foods and drinks available, I definitely recommend it for someone to come again. Or I will even come again.
It's a very friendly place to hang out. And you know, got neon signs everywhere. IG worthy. Okay.
Two things from Chiara's mouth.
Huh?
Fat is flavour, IG worthy. Top 2 things.
So, what do you think about the food today?
I was quite surprised because personally, when I see any like fatty foods, in terms of like having actual fats on it, I tend to look the other way. So for this particular cut, even though like the fats were like quite a highlight of the cut itself, right? It tasted not too bad lah. It was quite good. It also had like quite a number of sides, and then the drinks wise also were very interesting. Quite a number of options for the mocktails. And in terms of the good vibes, there's music also and food. So if you want to come along with your friends or even for a good date night, I think it's quite a good location and might recommend it.
Okay, before I came down, I was expecting a bit of the feather blade vibes because they were actually located in the same place by almost the same people. But I feel like it's different because they're using a different cut. The food were well seasoned, very flavorful. If I have to nitpick and like pinpoint on something bad, maybe the steak can be a little bit more thinly cut.
Okay.
So that you know, don't have to chew too much.
Okay, I think essentially Picanhas is a very Muslim friendly place. Not only Muslim friendly, but anyone in general can come over. But I think what makes it unique is that I think there are not many restaurants that serve halal steak and picanhas for that matter. Yeah, so on top of that, they also have the mocktails and everything.
Yeah.
So very interesting, very interesting. Thank you for watching this episode of Eatbook Vlogs. If you like this video, catch our other videos over there.
And don't forget to like, share and subscribe. Bye!
Bye-bye. Ciao, ciao, ciao. Would you like to walk in a straight line after this?